Mastering privacy in the digital age. Leaders must uniformize privacy policies or risk exposing stakeholders' secrets. When establishing an operational excellence framework for privacy in the digital age, what are the key privacy policies and procedures that an organization's leadership needs to implement uniformly across its entire organization to ensure comprehensive compliance and mitigate potential risks to its stakeholders' sensitive information? To ensure comprehensive compliance and mitigate potential risks to stakeholders' sensitive information, an organization's leadership must implement the following key privacy policies and procedures uniformly across its entire organization. 1. Privacy Governance Framework. Establish a privacy governance framework that outlines the roles, responsibilities, and accountability of various stakeholders, including a Chief Privacy Officer, CPO, Data Protection Officer, DPO, and other relevant personnel. This framework should define the organization's privacy vision, objectives, and policies, as well as ensure that all employees understand their responsibilities in maintaining privacy. 2. Privacy Policy. Develop a comprehensive privacy policy that outlines the organization's commitment to protecting stakeholders' sensitive information, including personal data, customer information, and employee data. This policy should cover aspects such as data collection, storage, processing, sharing, and disposal, as well as consent, access, and correction procedures. 3. Data Classification and Handling. Implement a data classification scheme to categorize sensitive information based on its level of sensitivity and risk. Develop procedures for handling each classification level, including access controls, encryption, and storage requirements. Ensure that all employees understand how to handle sensitive information appropriately. 4. Privacy Risk Assessment and Management. Conduct regular privacy risk assessments to identify, assess, and prioritize potential risks to stakeholders' sensitive information. Develop a risk management framework to mitigate, monitor, and review these risks. This framework should include risk assessment methodologies, risk mitigation strategies, and incident response plans. 5. Data Protection by Design and Default. Embed privacy considerations into all aspects of business operations, including product development, system design, and business processes. Implement privacy by design principles to ensure that privacy is built into products and services from the outset. Ensure that privacy settings are set to high by default to protect stakeholders' sensitive information. 6. Employee Training and Awareness. Provide regular privacy training and awareness programs for all employees to educate them on the importance of privacy, relevant regulations, and the organization's privacy policies and procedures. Ensure that employees understand their roles and responsibilities in maintaining privacy and the consequences of non-compliance. 7. Vendor Management. Develop a vendor management program to ensure that third-party vendors and service providers comply with the organization's privacy policies and procedures. Conduct regular vendor risk assessments, monitor vendor performance, and ensure that contracts include privacy-related clauses. 8. Incident Response Plan. Establish an incident response plan to respond to privacy breaches, including data breaches, unauthorized access, and other privacy-related incidents. Ensure that the plan includes procedures for incident detection, containment, eradication, recovery, and post-incident activities, as well as notification and communication protocols. 9. Audit and Compliance. Conduct regular audits and compliance checks to ensure that the organization's privacy policies and procedures are being followed. Identify areas for improvement, implement corrective actions, and report findings to senior management and the board of directors. 10. Continuous monitoring and improvement. Continuously monitor and review the organization's privacy policies and procedures to ensure they remain effective and up to date. Stay informed about changes in regulations, industry best practices, and emerging risks to maintain a robust and adaptive privacy program. 11. Stakeholder Engagement and Communication. Establish open communication channels with stakeholders, including customers, employees, and partners, to educate them on the organization's privacy practices and policies. Provide transparency into how their sensitive information is being used, shared, and protected, and obtain their consent where required. 12. Cross-border data transfers. Develop policies and procedures for cross-border data transfers, including procedures for obtaining consent, assessing adequacy of foreign jurisdictions, and using approved transfer mechanisms, such as model contracts, binding corporate rules, or privacy shields. 13. Data subject access requests. Establish procedures for handling data subject access requests, including procedures for responding to requests, verifying identities, and providing access to information within the required time frame. 14. Privacy impact assessments. Conduct privacy impact assessments, PIAs, to identify and mitigate privacy risks associated with new projects, products, or services. Implement PIA procedures to ensure that privacy considerations are integrated into the development process. 15. Accountability and oversight. Ensure that the organization's leadership is accountable for implementing and maintaining the privacy program. Establish oversight mechanisms, such as a privacy steering committee or a privacy office, to review program effectiveness and provide strategic guidance. By implementing these key privacy policies and procedures uniformly across the organization, leadership can ensure comprehensive compliance with regulations, mitigate potential risks to stakeholders' sensitive information, and maintain the trust and confidence of their stakeholders.